The Bureau of Internal Revenue on Thursday files a 133 million peso tax evasion complaint against Rappler Holdings Corporation before the Justice Department. RHC is the parent company of Rappler Incorporated. The complaint alleges that RHC, together with its president Maria Ressa and treasurer James Pitanga, willfully attempted to evade tax payments, as well as failed to provide accurate information in its income tax and value-added tax returns for 2015. The BAR says it also filed a complaint against accountant Noel Yang of RG Manabat and Company for signing and certifying the financial statement of RHC despite the clear omission and misstatement of his client. Ressa calls the complaint ludicrous. She says, quote, "This is clear intimidation and harassment. The government is wasting its energy and resources in an attempt to silence reporting that does not please the administration." Ressa also urges the BAR to check its own records since it recognized Rappler as one of the top 500 corporate taxpayers in Revenue Region 7. So far, 5 government agencies have been going after Rappler since President Rodrigo Duterte accused it of being funded by the Central Intelligence Agency and a supposed purveyor of fake news. The Office of the Solicitor General, the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Justice Department, the National Bureau of Investigation, and now the BIR.
With a vote of 37 against 2 in favor and 2 against, this committee finds probable cause to impeach the Chief Justice.
The House Committee on Justice, voting 38-2 Thursday, decides Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno should be impeached. Determination of probable cause is the 4th and final step of the impeachment process at the level of the House panel. The committee report, which will contain the articles of impeachment, will be sent to the House plenary for voting. If at least 1/3 of the House votes in favor of the report that recommends Sereno's impeachment, she is deemed impeached. If that happens, Sereno will be the second official impeached by the 17th Congress. The first was former Commission on Elections Chair Andres Bautista, who was impeached last October. The articles of impeachment will then be sent to the Senate, which will judge Sereno as guilty or innocent. The House Justice Committee began deliberating the case in September last year, roughly 2 weeks after lawyer Larry Gadon's complaint was endorsed by 25 lawmakers. Gadon accused Sereno of bypassing the Bank, misdeclarations in her statements of assets, liabilities, and net worth, and abusing her privileges as Chief Justice. But other allegations emerged in the course of the hearings. Lawmakers discovered Sereno apparently failed to file her SALN several times during her stint as a law professor at the University of the Philippines. These are some of the most serious allegations against her, according to lawmakers. The Bureau of Internal Revenue also recently found possible discrepancies in Sereno's filings after the committee ordered it to check possible irregularities. Sereno has since taken a leave from her post after a Supreme Court en banc consensus. Associate Justice Teresita Leonardo de Castro on Thursday calls out Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno for discussing her impeachment case during her speech at the 30th anniversary of the Philippine Women Judges Association. Sereno in her speech insists she has to have her day at the Senate Impeachment Court. Her statement comes amid a quo warranto petition that seeks to have her removed by the SE itself, skirting the impeachment process. Sereno says, quote, "I look at any form to try me other than the constitutionally exclusive form of impeachment as an admission by the complainant and my detractors that after the hearings, they have failed to come up with any evidence with which I can be convicted at the Senate." But the Chief Justice has not even gone back to her seat after her speech when De Castro walks past her towards the podium. De Castro says, quote, "I am very sorry that the Chief Justice has taken this opportunity to discuss a matter which is sub judice. You have given her all the courtesy, and I sincerely hope that she should have not dealt with the matter that is pending in the court." Acting Chief Justice Antonio Carpio, also on the stage, keeps a straight face, while Associate Justice Estela Perlas Bernabe smiles tentatively. Associate Justices Presbitero Velasco Jr., Justado Peralta, Mariano del Castillo, Noel Tiham, Samuel Martires, and Alexander Gasmundo are also present at the event. Malacanang eyes filing new cases against former transportation officials during the Aquino administration for issues hounding the MRT-3. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque on Thursday says 2 whistleblowers reached out to him and gave him documentary evidence of plunder allegedly committed by transportation officials and individuals belonging to a so-called Pangasinan group. He says the MRT3 glitches can be traced to the alleged diversion of its maintenance funds to the Pangasinan Group. Roque says, quote, "Believe it or not, the whistleblower said 1/3 of the total that we pay for the contract goes to just the Pangasinan Group. 1/3 supposedly goes to the political machinery." He says he will turn over documents from the whistleblowers to the National Bureau of Investigation. Roque adds Solicitor General Jose Calida has been tasked to look into a possible case against former transportation officials, likely including former Transportation Secretary Joseph Emilio Abaya, former Interior Secretary Mar Rojas, and former Budget Secretary Butch Abad. Canadian telecommunications firm Blackberry is suing Facebook for allegedly infringing on its patents for messaging apps. Blackberry is claiming infringement on patents it holds for message encryption and notifications. It is also seeking an injunction as well as damages for lost profits, although no figure was given. Facebook and its wholly owned services, Instagram and WhatsApp, are named as defendants in the lawsuit. The social media giant says it intends to fight the lawsuit. Blackberry spokeswoman Sarah McKinney says the firm is still holding the door open for future partnerships with Facebook. But Facebook fires back at Blackberry, saying the lawsuit sadly reflects the current state of its messaging business. Facebook Deputy General Counsel Paul Grewal says, quote, "Having abandoned its efforts to innovate, Blackberry is now looking to tax the innovation of others. We intend to fight." Blackberry, after abandoning the manufacture of its once popular smartphones, which it also pioneered, has refocused its core business on cybersecurity software and services.